My name is Jong-woo Han. I am the president of Korean War Legacy Foundation. In my foundation, there are more than 1,500 interviews of Korean War veterans, not only from the United States, but also 20 other countries, including Great Britain, France, Germany, India, Philippines, all over. And we are doing this, first of all, to preserve your memory, because it's been already a long time ago, 72 years ago, and we want to preserve your memory and your direct witness of Korean War. But at the same time, we want to honor your service and provide this material to our history teachers so that they can keep talking about the forgotten war of the Korean War. It's not forgotten, it should be remembered. That's why we made the curriculum like that based on the analysis of the Korean War veterans. It's all over in the United States, and we want to add more interview. So it's my great honor and pleasure to meet you, sir, and thank you for coming. And this is especially to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the breakup of the Korean War, which is supported by the Ministry of Patriots and Veterans Affairs of Republic of Korea. Please introduce yourself. What is your name, sir?
My name is Robert Tamura.
So could you spell your last name?
Tamura, T-A-M-U-R-A.
So that's ethnically that's a Japanese.
What's that?
Ethnically that's a Japanese name, right? Tamura.
A Japanese name.
Japanese name, yes. Great to see you, sir. And what is your birthday?
February 23, 1931.
So your birthday was just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just made 91.
91? You look great. You look like the 70s, 60s. What's going on?
Yeah. I get good family.
Good family?
Yeah.
How many family members do you have here?
I have 3 children, 1 son and 2 daughters.
And one of your daughter is here with us, right?
Yes.
What's her name?
Corliss.
Corliss
Shimabukuro.
Shimabukuro.
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. So 31, 91-year-old.
91.
Wow, you look really great.
My goal is 9 more years.
9 more years? What about 20 more years?
How many?
20.
No way.
So where were you born?
In Lihue, Kauai.
Right here.
Yes.
It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country. And tell me about your family background. Your parents, when you were growing up here.
My parents both were from Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
So they survived. When did they come here?
Oh, they were in Hawaii and the war broke out, so.
I see. Yeah. So they were lucky. They were not in Hiroshima when the nuclear bomb.
No.
Great. And tell me about your school background here. What school did you go through here in Lure?
I went to Kauai High School.
Kauai?
1950 grad.
1950?
Yeah, and I went to vocational school for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
They got drafted. They came out of the army and went back to school to finish up.
I see. So when you were in the high school, okay, did you learn anything about Korea at the time?
No.
No?
Well, we had a war, so.
But before, did they teach you anything about Korea?
No.
Did you know where Korea was?
Yes, on the map, that's all.
On the map, and that's it. And you went to Korea as a Korean War veteran, right?
Yes, I did.
What year?
Oh, I can't recall. I went on a revisit program.
Revisit, when was it?
Yeah, I can't recall, but
10 years ago?
no, I was supposed to go again last year we canceled.
Right.
For 3 years after that, I had.
So, you were in Korea as a Korean War veteran. You fought there, right?
Yeah.
1950 or 51?
52, I was in Korea.
52.
Landed in Busan, and then got shipped to Kojido. Then from Kojido, I went to another small island. I forgot the island name. Yeah, another prison camp.
Oh, another
I was a PW escort.
And you are understanding Korean. You told me 안녕하세요.
Yeah,
Yeah, 친구, right?
친구입니다.
친구입니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Wow, you still remember all those.
Yeah. Of course, we all learn the no good words.
But did you learn that while you were in Korea?
Yes.
From whom? Did you have a friend?
All over the Korean people.
So you were in the revisit program, right?
Yes.
Tell me about it. When you saw Korea again, when you revisited Korea, tell me about the difference between the Korea you saw in 1952 and the Korea you saw recently.
It was really built up because Seoul was flattened. Then when I went on the revisit program, all those buildings were up, and they had more bridges crossing the Han River. So it was really developed. Of course, I haven't gone further up than Daegu.
Oh.
So I haven't seen Seoul.
At the time.
Because I was way down south station with the PW camp.
But when you left Korea, did you leave Korea in 1953 or 52?
I left in 53.
53. And when you left Korea in 1953, did you ever imagine that Korea would become like this today?
What was that question?
When you left Korea in 1953, right?
Yes.
Did you ever think that Korea would develop like this today?
You mean South Korea?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Okay. With all the help from the United States.
Yes. And tell me about it. So did you enlist the army or were you drafted?
I was drafted.
Drafted. Do you remember when?
In October 8, 1951.
51. And so where did you go to get the basic training?
At the Schofield Barracks.
Schofield. Okay. And from there, where did you go?
We went to Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Why?
To get assigned. But since our parents were all born in Japan, we were shipped to Korea. And those that parents were born in Hawaii, they got stationed back in Hawaii. So we were the unfortunate ones. We were shipped to Korea, but under the ASA, Army Security Agency.
So you landed in Busan, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you went to Gojedo.
Gojido.
So tell me about it. What did you do in Gojedo?
We were escorting the prisoners. Yeah.
And what was your unit at the time?
Oh, I don't know what was it, but I don't know what in the unit.
You didn't know.
No.
So you were in the army, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Under the 8th Army.
8th Army.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about you saw in Gojedo. How was it, the prisoner of wars? It's not just North Korea and Chinese? Anything you remember about the
I don't know what kind of prison there, but they had a riot over there.
riot? Tell me about it. What did you see?
No, I didn't see the riot, but we were sent there to guard the PWs.
POW.
Only for a few weeks. Then I went to Untitled, another smaller island.
Small island. And what did you do there?
I was with the PW command, and fortunately, I was the enclosure clerk. I was only typing.
Uh-huh.
I was fortunate.
You were really fortunate. So there were no dangerous situation in that island?
Oh, had danger. They could break out and kill us.
So that's another POW camp, right?
Huh? Yeah, well, we had 3 camps on the island.
Yeah. So did anybody was killed by the riots?
They had one enclosure where they captured one major or colonel. And
He was killed?
I don't know if you know, but they bargained. So it was a dangerous situation.
Dangerous situation, yes. And tell me about where did you sleep, what did you eat, and so on.
Oh, we had a barracks for us.
Barracks.
And fortunately, I was the bartender at the BOQ.
Oh, you were the bartender?
Yeah. During the day, I was the clerk typist. At night, I was the bartender.
You were lucky.
Yeah, I was fortunate.
So what was your favorite cocktail? Did you have a cocktail or just beer or whiskey?
I had beer.
Beer? So you have a free access to the beer. You didn't have to pay for it.
For the beer?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't drink. Didn't drink.
So you had actually fun there.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I was fortunate.
Any funny story that you remember?
No, because at the bartender, I met one Lieutenant Houston. He's from Kauai, so we got good friends.
From Kauai?
Yeah.
So how many soldiers were from Kauai in that island? Only 2? 2 of you?
Only myself.
And the lieutenant?
Yeah, of course, he's an officer, so different caliber.
Yeah, right. But you are from Kauai. It is so warm here, always sunny, right? But in Korea, it's a very different weather, right?
Cold.
How was it?
Well, in the south, it's not too, but we didn't have much snow. But it was cold for us.
So, did you went up to Daegu, right?
To where?
Daegu.
Yeah, we flew out on Aranao to Daegu
Why?
for rest and recuperate in Japan.
Oh, so you went to Japan from Daegu.
Yeah,
How long did you stay in Japan?
4 days.
Only 4 days?
Yeah, 1 week.
1 week. How was it? You've never been back to Japan, even though you were Japanese American, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah. I was in Tokyo.
Tokyo? What was your rank at the time? Were you private or corporal?
Well, just before I came out in 1953, I got promoted to a corporal.
Corporal. So, corporal, how much did you get paid?
Oh, I have no idea.
What do you mean? You didn't receive the money?
I guess, but cheap pay.
So, now the Korean War it broke out in 1950, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been to 27 years. 27 years. And it's not been replaced by the peace treaty. What do you think about this? It's a 72-year-old war.
Crazy.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
Do you want to see the end of the Korean War?
Yes.
Why?
Through one Korea.
You want to see one Korea?
Yeah.
But there is a still danger in North Korea, right?
Yes.
Right. So we cannot just resolve everything suddenly like that. But how can we end this war?
If the North ever attack, then give it to them.
Give it to him?
Give it to them.
What? The country?
Yeah, attack the North.
Attack the North.
Yeah, like the one Korea.
One Korea. So if there is a petition to end, declare that the end of the Korean War, would you sign it?
You have a petition to end the war?
To declare the end of the war.
I won't think so.
Yeah. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after you come back, what did you do?
I went back to my trade school, finished my trade school, and worked at the plantation.
Plantation.
Then I applied for the police department. I got a job with the police
When?
in 1960.
60. So you've been police
Police.
since then?
Yeah.
So what kind of police were you in? Detective or?
No, I played policeman. I haven't gone up. I was a sergeant, but I gave up.
Why? So you retired when?
In 1986.
Okay, so tell me about it. You never knew anything about Korea.
We didn't know, because we know Korea, but as far as the location of places,
Otherwise, you didn't know much about it.
no.
But now you are the Korean War veteran, and you were able to go back to see what's been done after the war, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the whole thing? Are you proud of Korean War veteran?
Yes. They're really built up. Terrific.
You were in Seoul, right?
Yeah, we visited, yeah.
And what did you see there?
Oh, we went to the DMZ. They went to the cemetery. And we were treated well.
Who invited you?
Oh, no.
Was it Korean government or was it church?
Korean government.
Korean government.
Yeah.
Revisit program, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Did you go by yourself or with your wife or family?
No, I went by myself, and I had a partner from Maui.
Maui, yes.
I had some people from Hawaii, and they took pictures of me guarding the PWs. But evidently, my friend lost the picture, so I don't have any proof that I was in Kochi, though.
But your DD 214 says you were in Kojedo, right? No.
No, that's only.
Only that you were in Korea.
Yeah.
Got it. So, any other story you want to tell this to the interview?
No.
No? Okay. Bob, it's been my pleasure and honor to meet you, and thank you for coming for this interview today. And on behalf of Korean government and Korean people, I want to thank you for your fight for the Korean people during the Korean War. Thank you, sir.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.